Hey guys! So the winner with the second highest votes from the Grammy looks is Lea Michele. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right or not. She's from the show Glee and her look was really nice for the Grammys. So basically it's a gray and black smoky eye. I know it might look a little bit blue, but that's more my camera. It is actually grays and silvers, and the skin is very flawless, not too much blush, just concentrating more on contouring, and then a nice pink lip with a little bit of gloss. So I hope you guys like this tutorial and I hope you like this look. To see how it's done, just stay tuned. So the first step I'm going to take is I am going to prime my face. Today I'm going to be using a different primer. I'm going to be using a primer by NARS. And it's a really light, I got a sample of this the other day. This is what it looks like. It comes in a big bottle. It's a really light formula. It's kind of watery. I'm not sure, this is the first time I'm going to try it, so we'll see how it sits. Just applied some on my hands. Just going to apply this all over my face. You can apply the primer with a brush if you want. I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to be using the HD concealer foundation by Makeup Forever. This foundation is great because it gives you a very natural finish and it looks like you have nothing on, but it still gives you really good coverage. I'm just starting from the center of my face. And then just working it out. So you can see this one is a different color. The foundation will also act as a base. So her eyebrows are nicely defined in the picture. They're not filled in too much, so we're just going to shape them. I'm just using an eyebrow brush first to brush up the hairs, and then using the color Brune by MAC. I'm going to use this color to fill them in. I'm just using an angled brush. So just starting from the highest point and really defining that shape. This will bring up your brows also, and actually open up your entire eye. But just follow your natural eyebrow shape. Don't do anything that's gonna look like it doesn't, like you have to do what works for you. So just make sure it works for your for the natural shape of your brows. I'm just going in the front. So hers are quite thick on the outside, so we're going to really shape the front of them. Next I'm going to take a black pencil liner. This is Smolder by MAC, and I'm going to use it to rim my entire eye. So I'm going inside my waterline. I'm going all the way in my inner corner. And then on the inside as well. This does not need to be perfect at all. This is just the first step of many. So just get right in there between your lashes. So obviously it's super smudged, but that's totally fine because we're going to smudge it all out anyways. Taking a brush like this, something that's a little bit more defined, just go in and smudge the bottom out. Concentrating mainly on the outer corner. And then go ahead and smudge the top. So this way our lash line is really nice and deep, which is what we want for this look. Using that same brush, we're just gonna blend out some of this black in the outer corner. You could even use a different brush for this. This is going to be our base for our eyeshadows that we're going to be using. Next, I'm going to take the color Soft Brown by MAC. It's this color right here. And it's just a warm pinky brown. I'm just using a 222 brush, and I'm just going to go in my crease just to bring some warmth to this look. Because you don't want it to be all cool colors. And using a thinner brush like this is going to help really get it in the area we wanted rather than it going all over our lid. So next color for the silver part, I'm going to be using the color Electra by MAC, and using a flatter brush. I'm using the 239. I'm going to place this right in the front part of my lid. It's just about a quarter of the way in. This color is a beautiful color, but I'm just going to go over it with another color called Idle Eyes. Also by MAC, because I don't want this to look blue. So hopefully this will make it look more gray and less blue. So to blend these two colors together, I'm using the color Night Divine. And the same brush. I'm just going to work it in between the two shades. And then taking the color Black Tide, which is a black with a little bit of sparkle in it. You could use just a plain black if you want. You don't have to use one with sparkle. We're just going to apply it on the outer corner of our eye. And blending it in with the other colors that we put on. And taking that same color, just go a little bit underneath, just on the outer corner. And then using your, like a fluffy brush, something that is a little bit bigger, we're going to blend this out. And I'm just blending out the edges. Next up, taking the color Brulee, which is one of my favorites. It's just a nude color. So if your skin tone is darker, obviously you want to use a darker color than this. You just want something that's really nude, that's going to be very close to your natural skin tone. And I'm just taking this color and then applying it right underneath my brows. This is just going to help blend out the other colors as well. And I'm going to take that same color and I'm just going to apply it right in the front corner of my eye. Then taking a more defined brush, something like this, I'm taking the color Gesso, which is just a matte white, and I'm going to be applying it in the front corner, because in the picture this part is a little bit lighter. I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Aqua Black. This is one of my favorite liners. It's so creamy, but then it sets and it's waterproof. It's just a really easy product to use. Just going to be starting on my inner corner. This line doesn't need to be thick. We're just doing this more for having it a little bit of emphasis right at the lash line to make it nice and dark. Especially if you're going to put lashes on, then you want to do a little bit of liquid liner. Then whatever's left over on your brush, you could just take that and apply it in your waterline. Because this product is waterproof, it's going to really stick. Okay, so next up we're going to curl our lashes and put some mascara on. At this point, if you want to add lashes, just go ahead and do that. And if you have any fallout, just clean it up with a bit of concealer or touch up with some foundation. I'm going to be using a concealer by Makeup Forever. This is the, I don't know if you guys can read that. This is the Lift Concealer, and it's a really nice creamy concealer. Sits really well on the skin and it gives you good coverage. And I'm just applying this right in the inner corner of my eye just to get rid of any darkness. So these are the lashes I'm going to use. You guys were asking about them the last video I did and I forgot to show them. So these are them. They're Ardell lashes and they're just ends. So you just wear them on the outer corner of your eye. They're really easy to put on. You could definitely use a full strip of lashes for this look because it's a little bit more dramatic. But I don't want to use a full strip. So I'm just going to use the ends. But feel free to use whatever you want. Okay, so next we're going to set our skin with some powder, and I'm just using a pressed powder. Any kind will work. I'm just going to apply this all over. She doesn't have a lot of color on her cheeks. She does have a lot of contouring though, so that's definitely what we're going to concentrate on. More contouring. But her skin is flawless looking and it's very glowy. But not with bronzer, just glowy, like, just looks really healthy and perfect. So for the contouring, you could use a few things to do this. I'm going to be starting off with a bronzer and a contouring brush. And I'm just going to concentrate the bronzer underneath my cheekbone so we could really get a nice defined shape. Someone commented about how I say the word defined a lot. and I never noticed it before, but now every time I say it I'm so self-conscious about it. But I realize I do say it a lot. I think it's because I like to bring out features and really make them stand out, and I think that's just one of the ways of me saying that. So we're just really working in the bronzer. Again, you don't have to use a bronzer to do this. You can use more of a light brownie taupey eyeshadow. That will do the same idea. I'm just going along underneath my jawline as well, a bit by my temple. So once we've gone in with the lighter color for the contouring, I'm gonna go and not define, but accentuate it a little bit more with a slightly darker color. This is a contouring and highlighting palette from Makeup Forever. It's discontinued. They do sell these palettes, but they look a little bit different now. They come in a smaller size, but they're great for contouring and highlighting. So I'm just going to take a brush that's a little bit more defined. This is a fan brush. I'm just going to get right underneath my cheekbone to accentuate it a little bit more. I'm really going to try to stop using that word. Thanks to whoever mentioned it, by the way. So you could see on this side, our cheekbones are really accentuated, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. So for cheeks, I'm going to do something really light. This is a very light baby pink. This is called Dainty, and it's one of the mineralized, can't really tell the color, mineralized blushes from MAC. And it's going to go on quite sheer, which is perfect because, again, in the picture, her blush is quite sheer. So it's just going to give us a hint of color, but not too much. And I'm just really working it in the apples of my cheeks and then just working it up. The brush that I'm using is, I don't know what brush this is. It's from MAC. It's their powder brushes, but I like it for, or powder or blush brush. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay, so I can tell already that this is going to look blue and it's not going to look gray. I don't know what it is with my camera, but it actually is gray and black, not blue and black. So for lips, I'm going to be using, starting off with the lip liner Subculture. This is by MAC. This is a really nice pinky nude. And her lip is just a really natural color, but on the pinkier side, with just a hint of gloss. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to use a pink lipstick. This is number 427 by Makeup Forever, and it's just a nice warm pink. I'm going to go over that with a little bit of gloss. I'm using Moonfleet by NARS. This is a clear gloss with a hint of gold to it. So that's the final look. I know it probably looks blue, not gray, but it is actually gray. So this is my version of Lea Michele's Grammy look, and we did the gray and black smoky eye, something a little bit more dramatic, but you could wear this anytime. It's a really beautiful look. We defined our brows and just a pinky lip with some gloss and really light blush, but more concentrating on the contouring. So I hope you guys liked this look, and it was really fun recreating these ones. And stay tuned, there's a lot more videos to come. So thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!